That's a good scrape. Morning boys and girls, we're now going to go off on the old chap's boat and get the low water. Bit of a light easterly wind but not too bad. Slight little bit of roll in the water from the northerly the last couple of days. That's fined off nicely. Look a lot better than I thought that was going to actually. Oh. Yeah, see a little roll but not a huge amount there, nothing we can't handle. Well, we was only about to launch and as succession, one after the other of big waves coming there. And alright, that's alright if you get launched by someone else, but when you come back to the beach you get pick someone up, that can be a bit dodgy. And also, if we come ashore any weight in the boat will hit the beach further out and then you just half fill the boat with water. There's nothing you can do. Because obviously we're going to come back on the flood to get the low water. And obviously the flood, the water come above the banks and all the swell will come in at the beach. At the minute the swell's being kept back by the Scroby sandbank. So we don't want to get hit by big lumps coming ashore, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to dip round the corner and see if it's a bit better around there. Well, we're going to shoot just off Yarmouth Point, so we're just motored up here, or run along the beach in the tractor. That's loads better up here, and we can directly shoot the gear after we launch. So yeah, there's old Yarmouth, the old houses, there's the seafront in the distance. Well, we're now getting ready to launch off Yarmouth. That's loads better around here, different worlds. None of them good northerly rolls coming in. It ain't so bad launching them, that's just when you come ashore. That's going to make on the flood. And the boat hit the beach, and the waves come in and half fill the boat up. You are in a muddle. Tide's going like hell around this point. The old chap better get a wiggle on. Still a little bit lumpy bumpy here, but it isn't too bad. The old boy's 77, so I don't want to make it too hard for him. There's the odd little bit, but it ain't too bad at all. That is a lot better. There ain't no colour, there's not a lot of colour in the water. There's a lot of colour in the water. Hit the bottom, innit? Easterly wind has a git to get off the beach then. Well, now getting ready to shoot. Yeah, got 19 foot of water. Yeah, we're shooting 20 nets today, 22-inch error nets. We I think them herring have started to die out a little, so, and I only had a box in my boat the other day, so they're definitely thinning out. The trawlers have stopped fishing for them, so now we can stick over 20 nets in one big fleet. Obviously I'm shooting the wrong way as well. Shooting at 6 knots. Going out nicer, isn't he? I'll ease it down a bit. Ease it down on the transfers, there's a lot of rope about. Don't want the old ball getting caught up in it. Good wave come and knock the bow round. Gotta be careful when you're shooting. There's a good wave come then. I went in the trough and knocked the bow round, and I thought I don't want to rev out of it because we're going fast enough as it is. So I'll just ease it down a bit. Oh, you got a bit of a wiggle in the nets, but you can live with that. When you're shooting at 5-6 knots, you don't exactly want to speed up to power through it, do you? God, I can see Scrooby. That's literally black with seals all the way along it. There's like 5, 6, 7,000 seals on Scrooby. There's like 5,000 or 6,000 seals on Scrooby at the minute, at least. Just a line, like a black line. Well, there doesn't look a whole lot of fish there. Let's see, there's any few dribs and drabs that they're coming through. There doesn't look a lot at all. It's probably a good idea to put. See, there's another little spot coming through. I don't think there's a lot of herring here. That's probably a good idea to shoot 20 nets, because then you're covering a lot more ground, ain't you, and inside and out, and shallow and deeper waters, so you cover most of your options in. But we'll find out when we haul. Obviously someone didn't invite this furry seal to the party on the bank. There's him here sitting around, and there's about 6,000 out there. Mostly a seal sit on this point here, I don't know why. Well, we're fairly close to the beach now on the inside end, and there's a few herring there, but they're very deep. Too deep for our gear. Hopefully they'll lift in a minute. That's what we want, that's the plan, but we're still going along at 1.4, 1.1 knots, flicking around. That's a really easy tide today, is it? One of the easiest of the month. That's only 2.1 metres. That's unheard of around here. They never normally fall below about 2.3. So even though it's a slack tide, we're still going along quite well. I'm quite surprised. Well, they've drifted a little way, so let's have a quick look on. That's been very patchy and they've been deep, but there you go. Nice to have a look on now and then, especially when you've got 20 nets out. But all the marks we've seen have been very deep, 15, 20 foot down. That's too deep for this gear. Oh, that's a very good start, is it? All over, isn't it? First bit of net had gone over, so it weren't fishing. What's that? A heron! There's one, but doesn't look a lot there, do it? Very good, do it? Not looking very good at all. Well, that's very poor looking, isn't it? Tangled on the foot, like 10 yards in, but I should have recovered. Hopefully I'll be a bit more further along. Well, that's been half an hour, but it's still tide's running along when I thought that should do according to the tide table. So I'll have a little quick look on. Yeah. Last time I hauled half a net and got one. Hey! I felt good. Not a heron, but a pilchard or a sardine, however what I call it. Lucky one. That ain't looking good, is it? This isn't looking good at all. Very poor. Well, I only hope with the heron on the outside end, because I don't see much inside here. But lately we have been shooting a fleet off, but you can't shoot a fleet off when you're using a double length fleet, 20 nets, because you'll drift through here and hit the buoy. So you're limited what you can do. Well, we're now getting ready to haul. Hopes isn't too high, but there you go. Actually, we're going to be hauling into a bin because we looked at the end and there isn't a lot in them. That's life though, isn't it? They're probably starting to thin out about now. Come on, Aaron, spin up, you buggers. Barney Aaron. Oh, that is a pilchards. Delicate. Three pilchards at half a net. Must be a record. That's a cracking arrow, and that's too big to pull through. Another pilchard already. Pilchards in one net, that's a first. Pilchard there too. Oh, Dad's in heaven. 3 pilchards all together in the net. Look at that. Pilchard's claw. I don't know what's going on, but there's tons of pilchards. We've got about 8 or 9 already. Pilchards galore! Never seen so many pilchards in my life! Look at that! All them pilchards out of one net. Never seen nothing like it. Nearly as many pilchards as our heron. Well, yeah. Can't complain with that, can you? Well, from the top of the mast it weren't a very good view, so I'll now move you closer to the action. Hopefully you can name this Pilchard Watch, like Spring Watch, but fishing. There's a lot of pilchards all together, aren't it? See, we got excited now over all them pilchards. Another pilchard! Hey! And another one! Yeah! That's a die of the pilchard, another one! What a fat little bugger that one was, and another pilchard. We're getting more pilchards than heron. That's a first. And another pilchard. I've never seen so many pilchards. And pilchards seem to be swimming higher in the water than heron, don't they? The heron's deep and the pilchards are high. That many, do you? Oh, another pilchard, and another pilchard. Yeah, these are right in the deeps, these ones. And another pilchard. An heron. Look at that, 2 pilchards. Loads of them. Got spoilt on all them pilchards, haven't we? All southerners like to call them sardines. Where are they all gone? Oh. Three more pilchards, don't we? Come on, pilchards, where you gone? So that's the most we've had in donkey's years, isn't it? A couple of nets. How many's there? 20 out of 2 nets. That ain't bad going, is it? Another one. 21 out of 2 nets. I don't think I've ever read that many of you. A few years ago, Miller had loads of pilchards, didn't he? Didn't have a 4 stone and 11 stone. That is a lot in that 4 and 11 stone, but it might be different now because there's a bigger Portuguese market round here. And they love sardines. That might keep up, mightn't it? You got plenty? Should have Spain and Portugal, that's fuller. They love sardines, don't they? Oh. Fell out. Yeah. on, pilchards, where are you? They were just in that first couple of nets, weren't they? It's plain no herring now. There ain't a lot of them either. Another pilchard, hey! Look at that, little pilchard. And another pilchard. Did you ever get a lot of pilchards years ago when they had a load? Did we? No. They still don't know, do they? A lot of the fish from there are stuck in the waves. They always go with the tide, they never steam against the tide to fish. I don't always. What's up to that one? Isn't that herring? That herring's been caught in some, look at that. Got marks each side. Don't know what's happened there. I'll let you have the pilchard. I know how much you like them. Another one? Oh, another pilchard. That one nearly fell out of the nets. If I'd have done that, the old man would have ripped me out of the will. Look at that. Another pilchard. I'll get ahead of you. Can't remember how many pilchards we got. Loads of pilchards. Another one. Oh, nearly fell out. Oh. Swirl there from somewhere. Another pilchard. Two pilchards. Oh, get them aboard. Cool, if I dropped the pilchard at the end of it, it'd bar me from going. Look. Another little pilchard. Oh, look how fat this one is. I think it was underneath, that's so fat. Oh, a stocky thing, isn't it? Oh, look how fat this pilchard is. Ever so fat little bugger. Got to be a bit careful getting these pilchards out because their scales, they've got a lot bigger scale and they're ever so delicate.
Holding their hand back so
That's a pilchard. There's no one in the water. a lot of air in here today, there's tons of pilchards. Well, not tons, but a nice few. It's more than we ever normally have, isn't it? Oh, heron come out of the nets a lot easier, don't they? Another pilchard coming. Eating a lot of heron. I won't say that though. There's a pilchard there in the water. There's another one. I've never seen so many. Cool, I wish we had this many pilchards when I was a kid. The old chap would let us keep the gas on when he turned the bacon over. I'm only joking, he weren't that tight.
Yeah, we need one just to escape.
Oh no! One there, isn't there? One more as well. They're ever so deep then pilchards, isn't they? Fat, isn't they? I don't understand it though, because the mesh size of a pilchard is smaller than a heron. But maybe we're just getting really big pilchards, I don't know. What's the traditional mesh size for pilchard? 1 3/4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, 1 3/4 mesh isn't a very big mesh, considering these are 2 inches. Another pilchard. This one is just wrapped up, wasn't even netted. Maybe that's a 1.5. What's that? And a diddy little whiting. Oops. Butterfingers, eh? Better ones amongst, wouldn't there? There's some good air in amongst them. Some we can't even pull through. Another crappy little whiting. So, oh, pilchard. You're fat little buggers, them pilchards. We see some in the water. Oh, well, Williams is gone. Can't see him now. Gone, ain't he?
Not on the beach.
That?
Not on the beach.
Well, if it's inbound the wrong way there. swam that pilchard. Oh well, where's it gone?
You're going to get 20 stone, do you?
Isn't very good, is it?
As we shoot these first 10 in the beach for the first to flood.
So right when we get on the oar. There's a nice area amongst them, isn't there? This is better stand than normal, yeah? Look at all them pilchards. Many is there so far?
4 or 5 bits here.
Oh, another pilchard. You get better money for pilchards, but then enough for anything, is there? What's that, a pilchard? Loads of them. Another one. I think the old chap was all pilchards out. He ain't even getting excited now for him. Is that the most you ever had? I think you had a couple of stone years ago, didn't you? Go on. I'm sure years ago when Miller had like 4 and 11 stone, we just had a couple of stone of them. Another pilchard. We never had nothing like he did we? We're in here as well. That's a good pilchard, that is, isn't it? A little barrel, a little piglet. Oh yeah, superstition. Doesn't mention them pink things what squeal with a curly tail, and doesn't mention underground racehorses with the long ears. Then again, years ago, this is how don't wear green either. And look what colour our waders are. Didn't they?
Green for long.
But we saw people always just have it green, didn't they? Because that was when they done all them cheap. When we all got them cheap wet gear years ago, we got them green stuff from. What's the name of that plate company? Remember that place? We all got that green stuff. Them green bib and braces and green waterproof tops. That not an ocean, no. That bright green stuff up the end of the power station way, weren't it? What's the name of that place, that safety base? Can't remember the name of it. Yeah, Kirklands. All that bright stuff there was green, wasn't it? I think they were doing a deal, you're getting a bib brace for £3 and getting a waterproof top for £3. That was a bargain. I've still got the top. You never seem to wear out the tops, so you wear out the bib and brace. There's definitely more of them. So there's more of them near the beach, them pilchards, but still got quite a few in there because quite a lot in the box, isn't there now? Oh, me. Oh, look at that! A pilchard! One pilchard. What, a pilchard?
Yeah.
Ah, a pilchard and an heron. Thing is, I've tried these pilchards, I don't like them. They're too fishy for me. I like a nice fried heron, but pilchards, I don't like them, but a lot of people do, don't they? I've even tried them in Portugal a few years ago. And just because a mate said try them, I don't like them there either. They just seem a bit too fishy for me. What?
Fishy.
They taste more fishy than what a heron do, don't they? Do you like them?
I think his dad did me a kipper once when I was later on. Bloody hell, he told me it would be. He said, do you ever kipper a pilchard? He said, I will, and he bring you one. He did. Was raw as well.
I prefer a nice oily heron to a pilchard any day of the week. Pick that bit in then. Doesn't need to. We want to do that until we've got the 10 minutes. Well, if we get too thick, you can't shoot anything, can you? And again, do you need to? What's that? It's probably getting there now in that box. When you chuck herring in when they're still alive, because they wriggle a bit, they settle in the box and you get half as much again in it. It's a bit too fat to pull through really, but it's alright. I'll get another box out. just got another box out, it's getting a bit full. Well, you get half as much again when you clean it, see? They settle in better. I think there's 6 stone in that box. Seagull nut nearly got the old chap. Starting a bit thicker, isn't he? It'd be nice to get this fleet cleaned and then shoot it back, wouldn't it? Got a few nets to go though, haven't we? I think we're going to do it, do you? The plan is, if you can, to clean this first net, shoot it back to the first of the flood, and then haul the other net, and then haul this one back. So you need to clean the 2 fleets to the first of the flood, but it'd be nice to clean one, because there isn't that much fish here. But I ain't fishing that bad anyway, are they? Normally when you get a few, they're all like this all the way through, aren't they? Where's the John? Where's that blue one, that second blue one? Yeah, I'm trying to see, it's hard to see it. Probably if you get too far down, you have to steam back to shooting again, don't you? Yeah. Oh, pilchards! Wait on that. What's that? Attacking the pilchards again! Loads of them. And another one. And another one. Bloody hell. Oh, what am I doing? Gone mad, getting so many pilchards and chucked down in the pilchard tub. And another pilchard. That's a bad size white. Do you want it or not?
Yeah.
Not a bad size white, and we'll keep them. That's the old chap's tea. I never caught that many pilchards before. Sure ain't. I know we had a few years ago, I don't think we had as many as that, did we? We never really got them, did we? Miller had a couple of good goes at them, but we never did we? Little old white. What a few herring as bait, we need some more herring than we do pilchards. What, another 3 or 4 boxes of herring for the salt down. Thinned out the herring, haven't we? Look at that, thinned out. Jumping out everywhere. Them herring can be a bit patchy. Spattering. That's a big herring. Look at that. That's a big herring, that is. A big old full thing. We'll put him in a bucket separate. I don't think we'll quite get him stuffed, but that's a big herring, isn't it? Another pilchard. Bloody hell is that going? Can't be too far away, should it? Is that, it must be that black one there, isn't it? Is it? On one end you've got coloured balls, isn't it? Oh, and that's that yellow one over there, isn't it? What's that? Looks like I've got another 3 nets. We're never going to get these clean in time, are we? Can't have another 3 nets, can we? That yellow is the yellow one on the end, isn't it? Can't have another 3 nets to go, can we? To fit in here. What is that, 2 yellow one? We ain't gonna clean it in time, are we? 3 nets. We'll always shoot these back in. We're going to get into danger zone now, aren't we? Do you fancy shooting these straight in here? Thing is, what are you going to hit though? We're at the water shoot, ain't we? We're at the water shoot, ain't we? So what's wrong with shooting back then? Think it's worth it? See what we're doing. We're still drifting very lightly.
It's long slack water today, I reckon you with this slack tide.
Yeah. I split between 0 and 0.1.
We'll just let these feed back.
Can do.
It's all water, isn't it?
Yeah. What we do is just put that back on and then just hook it back over, haven't we?
Hook it right back.
What do you want to roll back for?
Gently, because otherwise you've got a bit of a...
Well, we're now going to shoot these back. Get the first of that flood. I thought we were going to shoot the whole fleet, but we can clean them in time.